I got a very exciting package in the mail. I ordered this back in June or July. This is the Etchr mystery drop, and I've just started unpacking it. So I thought I would do it on camera to show you what's inside. I don't know what's inside. I've seen other people open these in the past, and I know that sometimes they can be exciting and sometimes they can be a little disappointing. So we're going to look at it together and figure out what's inside. So this is the limited edition or Llamated edition mystery pack. It says it includes a special item, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to pull out the items one at a time. Ooh. First thing is a hot pressed accordion sketchbook. That's exciting. The next item is a travel brush set. Also exciting. I've never used any of their brushes or travel accessories before, so I'm excited to open that up. Let's see. Ooh, the travel mini palette. I've seen other people open these up, and I think it is porcelain. Yeah, and it has a metal carrying case. That's exciting. Pocket palette. I have seen other people using these as well, but I haven't, seen it up close. Let's see, there's, I think, only one thing left. This is a field case. I don't know what that is. I know I've seen people use things like their slates and their satchels. I don't know if I've ever seen a field case before. Okay, so this looks like a travel case for carrying brushes and pens and pencils. Let's see what it entails. Okay, so this is a pretty hefty travel case. Yeah, it looks like it's primarily meant for pens, pencils, paintbrushes, although there's a pocket here where you could put in a travel palette for watercolors. There is a zippered pocket on this side. You could probably fit another small travel palette in there. And there is this strap, which I'm wondering if this is meant to function as sort of a plein air sketch neck strap. Let's see. Seems like these should go on here. Okay. I thought maybe it would act like their slate in that it would stay open when you open it, but it doesn't look like that's the case. But it is a nice little travel case. I could definitely see myself using that, I think. Currently, I just use a pencil case. This does look a little bit bigger and heftier, so, but it's nice. It's a nice slim size. Okay, so that's the travel case, field case. Let's open up the pocket palette travel set. So I think that this entire mystery pack was supposed to be around 90 pounds on the Etchr site. And I had a coupon code at that time, so I got it for 81 pounds. And I do find Etchr's goods to be on the pricey side. Their sketchbooks are relatively expensive, but obviously these are very well-made, well-designed objects. This palette in particular is really cute. It clips in using these magnets, so you have a mixing tray on this side and then room for some half pans on that side. Looks like you can fit about 7 half pans in there. It closes quite securely. But yeah, I'm going to be coming up with a video really soon about how you can actually create your own watercolor sketchbook with arch paper for a quarter of the price of what Etchr is charging. So look out for that video in the future. And I like the orange color. Oh, it also comes with these extra magnets. I'm not sure what you would need those for, but yeah, I guess in case these stop working, maybe. I'm not sure why you would. Oh, maybe if you want to put your own circular palette or something in there, you can use that. Okay, so this mini palette is a ceramic one. I personally don't think I would travel with something like this because it is so heavy. It's quite weighty. Like this, I'm not sure exactly how much it weighs. Maybe it says 230 grams. That's a quarter of a pound, which is quite heavy. And then that's without having any paint inside. So, you know, that's definitely something to think about if you're traveling, especially if you're going on a flight that has weight restrictions on your carry-on bags. You're going to want to think twice about carrying ceramics with you. I'm not quite sure what the point of having a ceramic palette is. I understand the purpose of it for mixing, but this is just where you're putting your paints. So it's not like you're mixing in these palettes. So I don't know why they would need to be ceramic. Like I can see having a ceramic mixing palette with you. But in terms of just carrying paints, I don't need it to be ceramic. That doesn't have any use for me. But it is quite nice. It's a well-designed object, very beautiful, and lots of space for different paints for sure. The tin is nice as well. Okay, let's take a look at this travel brush set. So this is a set of 4 brushes and a pouch. I should say this does come in good time because I am going away for 2 weeks next week to Spain, and I have been preparing my travel supplies, though I haven't quite settled on exactly what I'm going to bring. So maybe some of this will make it in. Let's see. Ooh, a really nice pack. This is definitely a beautifully designed object. And these are the travel brushes. We'll take all of them out. So the case itself is quite beautiful and has a magnetic enclosure. So even if you didn't want to use the travel brushes inside of it, this is a really nice little place to store your travel brushes. So it comes with, I'm guessing these are watercolors, number 6 flat. Yeah, watercolor, a number 2 round, a number 8 round, and a number 10 round. And I find that watercolor brush sizes are like incredibly subjective depending on the brand. This number 10 is like more like a number 8 for some of my other brands of watercolor brushes. For example, this is a silver round number 8, and I would say it's about the same size as this number 10 round. Just a point about the size of watercolor brushes. It's quite subjective. So those are nice. I like those. Currently my favorite travel brush is a Tintoretto travel brush. That's a super pointy synthetic squirrel brush. It's called a Filtraco, I think is the brand, is the series name. So I'll have to test these out in comparison to those. And finally, we have the Accordion sketchbook. I've seen lots of people talk about these, but I've never had an Accordion sketchbook. I don't think I'm like mentally organized enough to think about how my pages are spilling over into each other, but maybe this trip to Spain is the time when it will all come together for me. It's beautiful color. I love the blue. That's quite nice. I don't typically use hot press paper, but I do like smooth paper, so I'm not opposed to using it for sure. So it comes with a strap that keeps it all together. And I assume you can use both sides of the paper. It's quite a lovely object. Certainly inspiring to be able to use. I've seen people like do drawings that have coherence all across the entire accordion sketchbook. Again, I don't know if I have the brains to do that, but it does look like fun. It's cute. I really like it. I think I will put that in my roster of sketchbooks to try out. So that's everything that's in the mystery drop. Let me just double check the bag and make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, it's all empty except for a couple of little cards that they included in there. This is a Etchr Studio subscription. I think they have some classes on there that you can try out. So I just popped onto the Etchr website to check on the prices of these objects individually, and some of them are quite pricey. The travel brushes and the field case, which are both sold out on the website, go for £71 each. So if you're wondering if this is a good deal, even if you didn't use all of these objects and you gave away some of them as gifts, I think this is a pretty good deal. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.